An interesting shift in AI is the direction of going from reliance on legal precedent to algorithms for purposes of case dispositions or decision making. It's created an interesting issue for judges and lawyers alike because in theory, AI would allow the jury or the judge to be replaced by a computer who would take probability and analyze it and apply it to facts and law and would spit out a decision. That is under several pilot programs throughout the country right now for smaller cases like car accident cases, misdemeanor cases, and we're keeping a close eye on it to see where it goes. Personally, I think there is a place for AI in our judicial system. I think it can expediently resolve small claims cases, limited civil cases, cases that have a value of, for example, less than $25,000, and certain criminal offenses as well. So I think there's a place for it. I don't think we're at a point where AI or algorithms can be used for major cases, major civil cases, or intellectual property decisions, or major, felony criminal cases. But it has a place in our judicial system, and we're looking forward to seeing how it all shakes out. The issues surrounding AI and liability are profound, specifically in the context of automated driving. That's very popular and it's all over the news right now. If there is an incident or an accident, there's going to be several questions that need to be asked and pondered by a judge, jury, and the lawyers involved. For example, who exactly is liable? Is it the car manufacturer? Is it the software manufacturer or programmer? Is it the owner of the vehicle? So these are questions that have to be resolved through legislation and through legal precedent with time. And the other issue is obviously of paramount importance, and that's safety. How can we properly regulate automated vehicles to a point where we have factored in all the safety issues and can feel confidence behind automated vehicles hitting the road. Right now, we've had a few hiccups in the process, and so there's some more technical development that needs to happen in order for the general public to feel secure, and also, frankly, to allow the judicial system to catch up. An interesting issue is the potential liability for open source coders and in the AI context. And right now, because there's not much case law out there in terms of liability, I would say that any coder should proceed with caution and should really be careful in what they contribute to any automated vehicle or automated system, whether that's a drone system or a robotic system, or even a computer-based system that's part of a decision-making process. So there could be liability there, and I would compare it to a products liability case, where in a products liability case, for example, in the case of a car that's allegedly manufactured defectively or has a design defect, typically the plaintiff will sue the car manufacturer and then everybody else that was in commerce. So the car dealer, specific component suppliers, and I can see the same logic being applied to AI, where the manufacturer of a vehicle would be sued, the component provider of that vehicle would be sued, the programmer, the software programmer would be sued, and even freelance programmers could be named in that action, because the plaintiff's goal is to catch as many potential pockets as possible. So I would say that it's probably wise for any programmer out there who's contributing to an AI platform to proceed cautiously and to have appropriate contractual protections in place.